Welcome to a magical journey where the secrets of the universe gradually unfold. Today, we are about to dive into one of the most mysterious and captivating stories ever told, the extraordinary prophecies of Edgar Cayce, known as the Sleeping Prophet, one of the most renowned mystics of the 20th century. Are you ready to uncover his incredible visions of Earth's transformations, future cataclysmic floods, and a hopeful new era? What makes Cayce's prophecies withstand the test of time and continue to inspire people to this day? Let's find out together. Stepping into Edgar Cayce's world, you'll discover not only warnings, but also invaluable lessons that guide humanity on how to overcome adversity and stride toward a brighter future. From massive geological upheavals to the spiritual awakening of humankind, Cayce paints an inspiring picture of the journey we might undergo. Let's embark on this extraordinary story together, where every prophecy holds a meaningful message for both the present and the future. Before we begin, if you find this topic intriguing, let us know by hitting the like button, sharing this video, and don't forget to subscribe to our channel. Your support means the world to us and fuels our passion to bring you the most engaging and meaningful content. Now, let's delve into the fascinating prophecies of Edgar Cayce, visions that have captivated millions of souls across the globe. Born on March 18, 1877, in Hopkinsville, Kentucky, USA, Edgar Cayce is believed to possess the extraordinary ability to prophesy and heal through a self-induced trance state. Throughout his lifetime, Cayce performed over 14,000 readings, providing insights on health, spirituality, and future predictions. From a young age, Edgar Cayce demonstrated signs of extraordinary abilities. At the age of 7, he claimed to have seen and spoken with the spirit of his deceased grandfather. This event marked the beginning of a lifetime filled with supernatural experiences. In 1890, when he was 13 years old, Cayce suffered an accident that left him unable to speak. After numerous unsuccessful treatments, he decided to try hypnosis. While in a hypnotic state, he diagnosed his condition and suggested a treatment for himself. Miraculously, upon waking, his voice was restored. This remarkable event not only brought back his voice, but also opened the door to his gifts of prophecy and healing. Throughout his life, Edgar Cayce performed thousands of readings for people across the United States. One of the most famous cases involved a young girl named Ruth Klenner. Ruth had been diagnosed with bone tuberculosis, a nearly incurable disease at the time. Her family had tried multiple treatments without success. In desperation, they turned to Cayce. While in a hypnotic state, he suggested a treatment plan that included dietary changes and the use of herbal remedies. After following Cayce's recommendations, Ruth's condition improved dramatically, and she eventually made a full recovery. In addition to his healing abilities, Edgar Cayce became well known for his predictions about the future. In July 1939, Cayce predicted that the United States would be drawn into a global war. He made this statement in response to a question from a former naval officer who asked, "Should I expect to be called back into service within the next 2 or 3 years?" Cayce replied, "There is only one possibility. In 1941, if people pray and live in prayer, they can overcome it." He also predicted the stock market crash of 1929, the rise of Adolf Hitler, and World War II. One of his most shocking predictions concerned significant geological changes to Earth, particularly in the United States. Cayce warned that major cities such as New York, Los Angeles, and San Francisco could be submerged due to geological upheavals and rising sea levels. Cayce frequently spoke of the vulnerability of the west coast of the United States, especially California. He predicted that major earthquakes would occur, causing dramatic geological shifts. According to him, cities like Los Angeles and San Francisco could suffer severe damage or even sink beneath the sea due to intense seismic activity. These predictions have fueled concerns about the long-anticipated Big One, a massive earthquake expected to occur along the San Andreas Fault. Cayce's warnings weren't limited to the West Coast. He also foresaw dangers for the East Coast, particularly New York. He predicted that the city would experience geological changes that could result in severe flooding or even submersion beneath the ocean. Although he did not provide specific details about how or when these events might occur, he emphasized that these transformations would be the result of global geological changes. Geological changes were not merely the result of natural phenomena, but also a reflection of humanity's spiritual and moral state. He believed that when people drift away from spiritual values, Earth responds with natural disasters as a form of purification aimed at guiding humanity back onto the right path. Beyond his famous prophecies, Cayce was also a hypnotherapist with many experiments that explored the phenomena of reincarnation and karma. He claimed that the disasters and illnesses people faced were consequences of their past mistakes. According to some believers, the earthquakes in California and New York might be connected to the issue of abortion. Is it a coincidence that Cayce mentioned these regions, which today have the highest abortion rates in the United States? Marie-Julie Jenny, a renowned Catholic mystic who bore the stigmata, delivered a chilling prophecy of her own. She predicted that humanity would enter an era of sin where indifference to the lives of unborn children would become normalized. At the time, her warnings were dismissed as fanciful. But by the 1960s, when countries in Europe and America began legalizing abortion, the future Marie-Julie had foreseen became a stark reality, one we now live in. Today, abortion is often referred to as a woman's right, a phrase that sounds modern and progressive. But if we pause for a moment and think more deeply, can we truly justify the taking of a life, no matter the circumstances? The debate surrounding this issue remains as heated as ever. Amid this ongoing conflict, the warnings from the past seem more relevant than ever. Could it be that Marie-Julie saw more than just an action? She foresaw a profound transformation in human conscience, where compassion would give way to indifference. We may not fully agree with the views of these prophets, but their reminders are not just about the past or the future. They are lessons for us to reflect on in the present. Modern spiritualists have delved further into Cayce's readings, particularly his predictions about geological changes. They argue that Cayce accurately foresaw phenomena that can be explained by today's science, such as global warming, polar ice melt, and the increasing frequency of natural disasters. While many of Edgar Cayce's prophecies focus on upheaval and disaster, they also carry messages of hope. He believed that humanity would enter a new era marked by spiritual awakening, compassion, and unity, creating a better world. Cayce stated that major upheavals on Earth were not merely physical events, but opportunities for humanity to realign itself with nature. He emphasized that by adhering to moral and spiritual values, humans could reduce the severity of these catastrophes. One of his readings suggested that events like earthquakes, floods, and climate change were part of a divine plan, designed to prompt humanity to reevaluate its relationship with the earth and the principles of life. One of the most powerful messages from Edgar Cayce's readings is the significance of personal and social responsibility. He stressed that each individual plays a role in shaping not only their destiny, but also the fate of humanity as a whole. Cayce believed that compassion, kindness, and respect for nature are essential values for achieving sustainable progress. His prophecies remind us that even when faced with immense challenges, humanity has the ability to change its course and build a brighter future. This requires not only changes in our actions, but also in our mindset and how we treat one another and our planet. Edgar Cayce passed away in 1945, but his legacy endures. The Association for Research and Enlightenment, ARE, founded to preserve and study his readings, remains active in Virginia Beach, USA. Thousands of Cayce's readings are stored there, accessible for public research. His work has influenced not only spiritualists, but also fields such as alternative medicine, historical studies, and environmental science. Cayce has become a symbol of the convergence of science and spirituality, as well as humanity's capacity to explore realms beyond conventional understanding. Edgar Cayce's predictions about geological changes and the future of the United States continue to inspire and spark debate. Whether or not you believe them, his warnings underscore the importance of living in harmony with nature and maintaining spiritual values. While we cannot say with certainty that major cities like California, New York, or Los Angeles will sink beneath the sea, we can draw lessons from his prophecies. Personal responsibility and collective unity are the keys to building a better future. Edgar Cayce left the world not just with predictions, but with a profound message about the meaning of life. Through his stories and prophecies, we are reminded that humans are not merely physical beings, but spiritual entities capable of change and shaping their own destiny. Perhaps that is the greatest legacy he left behind. In one of her prophecies, Vanga also spoke of violent earthquakes in the California region and the end of times. However, she added that prayers and the awakening of humanity could reduce the intensity of these disasters. Let us hope that this awakening comes soon, sparing the world from greater devastation. Do you believe this is possible? Thank you for joining us on this journey to explore these inspiring visions. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to continue uncovering the mysteries of our world and spreading positivity. See you in the next video.